Hey guys, Tom here from Metalloud, and it's time for another Woman Crush Wednesday. Today we're going to take a different approach. Last time we take a look at different bands that were fronted by women, and this time we're actually going to take a look at pop artists. Now, one of the things I really hate is when people kind of talk down on pop music and say pop music is dead, when they really mean that radio music and mainstream music is dead, which I kind of agree with. A lot of it is stale. I mean, there's some good acts here and there, but generally what you're going to hear on the radio, what you're going to see on, well, MTV doesn't even play music anymore, we're going to see on any of the music channels is generally kind of something we've all seen before. It's usually standard, but that's mostly to be expected. I mean, that's not really something that has ever changed. That's something that's been consistent throughout the years. I mean, popular music is going to appeal to, is designed to appeal to a certain demographic, and that's why it feels the way it does, and that's kind of why it can feel stale or prepackaged. But pop music in general doesn't have to be like that. There are many fantastic artists out there that are doing great things kind of in the alternative pop scene. So today we're going to take a look at three of those, two solo artists and one act.
Rule number one is that you gotta have fun.
So first up we have one of my favorite artists, Marina And The Diamonds. Now, in case you're wondering, the name Marina And The Diamonds, Marina is the artist. The diamonds actually refer to her fans. She's actually a Welsh pop artist who's kind of starting to make it big in America. She's not generally hugely known, but she does have a very strong fan base and a very powerful fan base, I would say. They are very fervent fans. And she definitely has the more poppy side of things. Oftentimes she's talking about falling in love and kind of being a girl and things like that. But she also gets into a lot of dark subject matter as well. There's a song off the album Electra Heart called Teen Idol, which is talking about kind of the dark side of being a teen idol and how she's kind of sarcastically envying them. And she has some straightforward kind of heartbreak songs like Lies, songs about kind of making it big like Hollywood, songs about just kind of being strong and not giving in, called like the song Oh No, which is probably one of my favorite songs by her. It's probably one of the poppiest songs to listen to. And she definitely has a unique voice. It's not a traditional pop voice. She's not really that high on the scale, but she does some amazing things with her voice. And she really is very powerful in the way she does, does her vocal work. No, again, she is actually fairly well known. She's not huge, but she does have a very large following of people, and she actually just released an album this year called Fruit. So I definitely say, if you're looking for some pop music, definitely check out Marina And The Diamonds.
Hey girl, open the walls, play with your dolls. We'll be a perfect family.
So the next artist up is Melanie Martinez. Now, she kind of got big because she was a contestant on the show The Voice, which I never watched. I actually discovered her because she did a cover of Marina And The Diamonds, and I was just, enchanted by her voice at that time, and I thought she was amazing for that cover, and I listened to her other work, and I was actually really impressed with it. I actually did a review for her album that she just released called Crybaby. You can go check it out. Now, Melanie Martinez is more on the darker side of pop. She does have some songs in there about love and stuff that you'd kind of expect from a pop artist, but a lot of her songs and the subject matter she deals with are really dark and not something typical of a pop artist. The track Dollhouse, for instance, is kind of all about this dysfunctional family and, this alcoholic mother, cheating dad, a drug addict son, and it's just told in this kind of very fantastical way. And she does a very good job with that, with layering her subjects and what she wants to talk about in metaphors and just this vivid imagery that she's really good at creating with her lyrics. And all of this is set against like hip-hop beats and just things that you would expect from a typical pop artist. Now, Melanie Martinez is really kind of on the rise lately, especially with the release of her album Crybaby. So I really do suggest checking her out if you're looking for some kind of dark pop music, you know, poppy musically, but lyrically and stylistically just very, very dark. So lastly, we have the group Chvrches, or as it's spelled, Chvrches. They're a kind of indie synth pop group out of Scotland, and they're really gaining steam within the kind of alternative music scene. They're led by frontwoman Lauren Mayberry, who's got this very kind of soft voice, but she's very excellent with her vocal work. She's also responsible for a lot of the synth work on the albums that they've released. So far, we've gotten an EP from them, a full album, and then they're actually set to release another album this year. And they're definitely a poppy band. A lot of their subject matter isn't quite as dark as the other artists I've described here. While they do get into some kind of territory of betrayal and heartbreak and things like that, it's never anything that's really too oppressive. Generally, the songs that they've written are generally lighthearted, or about love, or things like that. And it really fits with Mayberry's style. So like I said, she does have a very kind of soft voice. She's kind of definitely on the higher end of things, but at the same time, it's soft. That's the best way to describe it. She kind of has this, she sounds younger than she actually is. And at times she does talk about some, not dark things, but, you know, heartbreak and betrayal and backstabbing and things like that, like songs like Lies or Gun. And it's kind of a nice juxtaposition between her softness and her voice and the kind of harsh subject matter that she's dealing with. And musically, they're very interesting. The synth work is very well done, kind of harkens back to a kind of almost 80s style of pop. And like I said, they are gaining steam along the kind of alternative crowd. And they're not really probably a band that you're going to hear on the radio versus Melanie Martinez or even Marina And The Diamonds. I could see them being played at least on mainstream radio and things like that. Chvrches probably not so much. Especially some of their song structures don't really follow a set prepackaged pattern. And it just makes for a band that's very interesting to listen to. Again, that's led by a fantastic frontwoman, Lauren Mayberry. So thank you very much for watching another installation of Woman Crush Wednesday. I'm going to try to keep this as a regular thing going, just to take a look at women in the music industry in general. So if you have any bands or artists that you want me to kind of check out, definitely send them my way. You can leave a comment always down below, and I'm very interested from hearing from you guys as always. Again, thank you so much.